So it's getting absolutely wild out here. You're not going to believe what's been going on in Vietnam. So Vietnam deletes millions of accounts, 86 million bank accounts in early September for your September prophecy for the digital ID. So the State Bank of Vietnam, the SBV, has enforced new biometric requirements. Authorities say the policy targets accounts lacking face or fingerprint verification. So give me a second. Yeah, they're deleting accounts for people not complying with the digital ID. So let me just give it a second for people to jump into the live. Yeah, I've got some insane decodes. So we're going to quickly cover the Vietnam digital or electronic digital system they have going on, or electronic identification system. And you cannot find any news in the world about this. So mainstream news is not covering it, it's hidden. In Vietnam, what is understood is that you need digital ID and you need to be able to pay to access the internet. So these people that got their bank accounts deleted, they clearly don't have access to money now or access to the internet. So this is why the news is not getting out. Vietnam has deleted over 86 million bank accounts in early September. So the September prophecy. So while we were all distracted with Charlie Kirk and Donald Trump and whatever nonsense going on, this is happening. Not just England, it's nation after nation is falling to the beast system. Just give it a second. People should be jumping in. Today's the anniversary of the war in Gaza. Okay, great. So Vietnam. So I can't find any news on this. Let's see what videos are there. So it's just YouTubers, no official news sources. There's a 40. Check this video out.
Happened in Vietnam? Well, the government shut down over 86 million bank accounts. Why? Because those accounts weren't linked to the new digital ID system with biometrics. That means even active accounts were wiped if the owner didn't sign up. Officials say that this is to fight cybercrime and fraud, but think about the precedent that this sets. Governments will always have a reason for measures like this, usually citing either convenience or security. And we have to ask ourselves, what are the long-term consequences of trading our freedoms for convenience or perceived security? And we've seen glimpses of this before, with bank accounts being frozen during the Freedom Convoy in Canada. And programs just like this are being openly discussed in places like the UK, Switzerland, and more. So here's the question. Do you feel comfortable handing over your entire financial...
It is absolutely happening. Full CBDC.
Business in Vietnam in 60 seconds. Vietnam just wiped out 86 million accounts and went full CBDC agenda. Not frozen, deleted. Because no face scans, no fingerprints, no money. On September 1st, any accounts not biometrically verified gets erased. Project 06 is the excuse, digital transformation. The state bank cross-checked 200 million accounts against the national database. Only 113 million personal and 711,000 corporate accounts survived. The rest, suspected of fraud, bots, or just people who never had the biometrics. Meanwhile, a 50-day blitz from July 1st to August 19th, requiring all foreigners with a temporary residence card to register a level 2 digital ID card now. This is how you prep a cashless, surveyed society and a CBDC rollout without banning cash. Tie every dong to your face and then flipping the off switch as a policy, not paranoia. Are banks fighting fraud?
Wow. Don't let them fool you. They're not fighting fraud. They're trying to control everything. This is the beast system, nation after nation. We told you this would happen. So Stacy is here. It's a submissive helpmate. Says, did you know that there's a theory that the airplane that had no log number went to Greenland because there's a cafe called Valhalla, where the FBI guy, Kash Patel, said he'd see Charlie again. Wow. hidden bases in the North Pole, in Antarctica. I heard also that no one will be able to go into grocery stores. Well, they can't even get on the internet to even tell people that their government is doing this to them, right? And as that one video said, she said, like, she referred to the Freedom Convoy and how they froze bank accounts. And then the next guy says, no, these accounts are not frozen. They're deleted, wiped, completely gone. Over 86 million accounts that did not comply with the new digital ID system. So think of how many people, especially in the elderly age bracket, that don't know how to use these devices. So now they've just been deleted. This is absolutely insane. That's why there's the elderly are doing courses where people are teaching them how to use iPads and iPhones and sign into emails and use social media. So this does exist. And I think all people 40, 50 and older that don't know how to use these smart devices, devil devices, right? This is insane. So yeah, it is the beast system. They tried it with the C passports. Okay, so let's bring on. So wow, Vietnam has fallen to this, just as is England. So let's talk about the Antichrist and this mark of the beast now, because it's now becoming reality. Sorry. Yeah, that reality has arrived. So we've been talking about Donald Trump being the Antichrist for a minute now, the September prophecy, and now we're finding out that Vietnam has participated with this September prophecy, going full CBDC, shutting down bank accounts, wiping them completely clean, deletion. So do you remember on the 666 months since the fake moon landing, when Trump was inaugurated back into the White House, that he assigned over $500 billion to AI infrastructure? And he said they're going to win this race. They're going to be the powerhouse of AI in this new world order. So yeah, England's already going digital ID. Other nations are falling, but trust me, this AI infrastructure that America is going to be doing could be the biggest and most invading. So I did get some new decodes to add to what we shared last night. So this guy is fitting the role for the Antichrist. So we got these 744s. So we're talking about digital passports now. So digital passport equals 744. Judgment Day 744, Tower of Babel, out of time, the end of time. Salvador, we'll get into the Salvador connection. Again, humans enslaved. This is what digital ID is humans being enslaved, 744. Digital passport is 744. This is your slavery, humanity. There is no longer traveling, going on vacation. It's over now. Every nation is now falling, like the domino effect has begun. So humans enslaved equals digital passport, equals human soul, equals Satan, ruler of man, and equals November 5th, the day that Donald Trump was reelected. November 5th. Right? This is getting wild. So we just showed those 744s, and here is Trump criticizing the United Nations. So these were headlines. Trump criticizes United Nations, 744. The man of sin, 744. Father of lies, 744. And you're wondering, what is 744? Well, 744 written out equals 1254, which is Antichrist Trump 1254. And when did he criticize the United Nations? It was exactly 1254 weeks from 9/11. Donald Trump calm before the storm, 1254. Trump is the Antichrist equals that 1122 we've shared a lot of, and Satan crowned equals 1122. So just like the eclipse, April 8th was the bottomless pit opening. Yeah, so everything all our theories, all our stories, it was real. Where we're seeing the effects of it, like I said, would happen. So I remember saying, luckily the videos are all still there. I did have to go back all the way to Astroworld and re-put in all the decodes, and I found some amazing connections because I didn't understand the numbers we have now all the way back then. So it's all coming together. Yeah, you've known since 2020. He was part of the Moonchild ritual that Aleister Crowley did, exactly. So he was at the United Nations, which equals 611. Tribulation equals 611, and Brotherhood of Death is 611. Brotherhood of Death also equals 1122, just like Trump is the Antichrist and Satan crowned. So we're talking about a birthing ritual. So I just found this last night. Birthing ritual equals this 1260 number. So I put all the 1260s on one page, best I could, so you can get a good idea of the importance and significance of this number and what is being revealed to us. So birthing ritual equals 1260. And remember, 1260 is the 7-year tribulation when it is often divided into 2 halves. So the first half will equal 1260 days, and the second half will equal 1260 days for a full total of 7 years. So 1260 for one half is 3.5 years, and then Great Tribulation, the second half is 3.5 years, 42 months, 1260 days. So it's tribulation. 1260 is directly connected to the 2 halves of the 7 years of trials and tribulation. So quickly, Sarah is here. Good to see you this afternoon. Sarah says, Apple is preparing to roll out its US passport support in Apple Wallet, allowing Apple users to store and use digital versions of their passport. So I might as well quickly jump to one of these decodes I found that refers back to everything. Where is it? Where did I put you? So apple, right? Even though I know that the forbidden fruit was not an apple. So the forbidden fruit, all the way back to Genesis now, the fall of man, the forbidden fruit equals 1104. Insane. We're going to get to it. So, birthing ritual, the end of the United States of America. And who is going to bring the end to it? It looks like it's Donald John Trump, who will be ushering in the New World Order. He may or may not be the Antichrist. He may be the person that ushers in the actual Antichrist and sets the stage, puts the system together. Either way, he's the guy in the spotlight right now. So the end of the United States of America equals 1260, which is birthing ritual for the tribulation, 1260. And who will be ruling that tribulation? It will be World King Satan, 1260. He will be ruling the Antichrist system, 1260. It will be a digital beast system, 1260. It will be ruled by the Prince of Darkness, 1260. It will be full of Satan's devices, 1260. The Bride of Satan, 1260, is Erica L. Franzbay, 1260. Antichrist Revealed equals 1260. And during these uncertain times, which is the tribulation, to confirm again, the 1260 is tribulation. There will be a digital switch. So goodbye to the old world as we know it. It is over. It has ended. We are witnessing the transition to the digitalized beast system. So this right now, this September prophecy, we're now in October, is the digital switching. I found it interesting that Fountain of Youth equals 1260 in two ciphers, Sumerian and Jewish. We are going to witness the rise of the machines equals 1260. So March 22nd is 1260 for your 322, Skull and Bones, Brotherhood of Death. Wait, did I get another 322? What did I just find? Excuse me. Digital Transformation 322. Let me just bring this up. Because we just watched that video, and while he was saying something about a digital transformation, I put it in and found another 322. Quick. Where is it? Okay, digital transformation. So there's your 322. We're talking about the digital beast system, the digital antichrist. So we spoke about the digital switch, which is 1260. For your digital transformation equals your 322 on March 22nd. Which is why March 22nd equals 1260. Military invasion equals 1260. Whether it will be a fully human military or a AI robotic military, because it does say the rise of the machines is 1260, military invasion 1260. Rebelling against Satan is 1260, because that's exactly what we will continue to do. When is the rapture? Jesus on the cross, all equal 1260, and election night is 1260. So October 14th equals 1260, which is the birth date of Charlie Kirk, George Floyd, and Usher, for ushering in this New World Order beast system. How convenient and coincidental. Gang violence equals 1260, Charlie Kirk's last words. Snake Eyes movie, which is about Charles Kirkland getting assassinated, insane, on September 10th. All kinds of insane connections. So Snake Eyes movie equals 1260. And then September 11th equals 1260, because the director of the movie, Brian De Palma, was born on September 11th, 1260. Remember, Edi Rama, the Prime Minister of Albania, has ushered in an AI government minister to look over things in Albania, over the Albanian people. He is the 33rd Prime Minister of Albania, and returned to office on September 11th. So 12660, which is this number we've been going all about, 1260, 1260 equals 1104. I showed you the forbidden fruit equals 1104. Hell, the Antichrist equals 1104. And say no to digital ID equals 1104. Slave of Satan is 1104. So it is crazy that 1260 equals 1104. A birthing ritual equals 1014, like October 14th. And a birthing ritual equals 666. I'm just seeing we got a lot of Brits in the chat. Cable dialects, good to see you, says in Britain, lots of psyops, flag things, synagogue attack, its aftermath, ban, protest marches. Yeah, I've been covering all of the British psyops, and I'm in Canada. So we start here with this deceiver, Donut Factory, fake truther, controlled opposition, synagogue of Satan. Donut Factory equals 1104. Hell, the Antichrist equals 1104. Slave of Satan is 1104. And the way he spells his name, Donut, equals fallen angel. You've got the beast system, fallen angel, digitalization, end of the world, interconnected, skull and bones, 47, all equal together. So Britain has an MP trying to pretend to go against, say no to digital ID and restore Britain. So I already showed you it is fake. It's an energy siphoning thing to help feed the beast system. So say no to digital ID is an exact match to hail the Antichrist and the forbidden fruit. Also has I will not comply with digital ID equals a new world order, satanic worship, the end times, AI apocalypse, and the Scottish Rite Freemasons. It also equals order out of chaos and digital antichrist. This sign, no to digital ID, together equals antichrist. There's the protests that were happening in the UK. I saw the protest yesterday, October 6th at 6 p.m. on Downing Street. Very weak, very drowned out, very ridiculous. I told you it was going to be exactly that way. Here's some more 1104s. I believe this was Michigan. So we did cover the Britain attack. So a lot of 1104s coded with this attack. This guy's name is Thomas Jacob Sanford. And I think this incident took place on September 28th. So it's a hell the Antichrist ritual, the digital Antichrist, the digital fallen angel, slave of Satan. Also remember Irina Zarutska, the Ukrainian on the subway or bus, equals 1104, as in the days of Noah. Get ready because the United States Space Command is going to play the final card, 1104, for your alien threat, 1104. This is why we had the connections with Captain Kirk, Charlie Kirk, and Star Trek. Humans are going to be deceived, 1104. The Christ Lucifer, 1104. The Christ Lucifer also equals Antichrist. It's insane, the connections. The Christ Lucifer equals Trump criticizes United Nations, the man of sin. Angel genetics equals revelation. So here's the, is this the Brit? No, this is still the American news story. Where's the British one? We're going to cover the 1404. So here's the Manchester synagogue attack. So today is October 7th, but it's 2025. So it's the 2-year anniversary or since the attacks. Yeah, on October 7th, 2023. So when this synagogue attack took place on October 2nd, last week, Thursday, it had been exactly 726 days since October 7th, 2023. Revelation, Antichrist both equal 726. It was on Yom Kippur, a Jewish holy holiday. The synagogue of Satan is 888. Flag of Palestine is 888. Flag of Israel, flag of Zion, both equal 666. Flag of Hamas equals fallen angel. $12.18s, yeah, unlimited knowledge. Halloween, Abaddon, 888. Satanic Ritual, 888. Donald J. Trump, 888. It's funny how everything is now pointing to Donald Trump. So we got the Bad Bunny halftime show equals 1018. Bad Rabbit, because a bunny is a rabbit, 1104, bunny rabbit, 1014. Okay, I'll slow it down in a second and bring it back. You guys let me know what you need to see, because this is wild, this decode. I can't believe I've decoded all of this. So the 1260. So when we put 1260 weeks from 9/11/2001, it lands you on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025, which is 1104. Good to see Sue in the chats. Submissive Help Me is praying for us all too. Canada's going to fall soon. We want to be just like the EU. Canada's going to fall. Canada fell a long time ago. It's just amping up with this digital beast system. So please make sure and remember to like the video and share it out. South Carolina judges, 1.5 million home destroyed in huge fire. So the Fire Circuit Court Justice Diane Goodstein, who ruled against Trump administration last month, was out walking when mansion erupted into flames. Huh, that's very suspicious. So Aleister Crowley, yeah, we did the Decode back last April 2024. I also was talking about the Moonchild ritual and how Trump was connected to it. Exactly. Canada was toast long ago. Yeah, it's completely finished. I can tell you that. Just as is the UK. I was in the UK last year, October. So it's been a year now. So before the digital ID. But when I came back, I told you it was finished. I told you it's already pretty much full-on beast system. And now it's just cracking down. Canada's right there. Australia, we know, is way there. New Zealand, China, Vietnam, Switzerland, Italy, Germany, Poland. So we got November 4th, 2025, which is election night, 1260. And then November 4th, going back, lands us on May 24th, 2022. And 1,260 equals 2022. And May 24th was, where is he? It was when this kid showed up at Robb Elementary School, May 24th, 2022. So it was 1260 days coming up from this incident to November 4th, 1104. His name is Salvador Ramos. Salvador equals 744. There was 19 students, 2 teachers for Great Tribulation, 19-2, or 2 teachers injuring 17 others for your 217, the 17th day of the 2nd month. God flooded the world. So he was connected to the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab. So the founding date for the World Economic Forum was 33 years, 3 months, 3 weeks before Salvador was born. And the birth date of the founder, Klaus Schwab, March 30th, was born 66 years, 6 weeks, 6 days before Salvador. And remember, he was born March 30th. Your 330 is New Age. Satan is 330. I think I found December equals 332. So okay, the digital switch. We're switching digital. Everything is going digital. Digital transformation equals 322. Found a bunch more connections to the fallen angels, 666 and 846. Digital banking, 846. Sarah says, also saw this today. BRICS just built the system that will replace the dollar. Unbelievable. Say goodbye to what we once knew, even though it's been a while since what we once knew was visible. Sarah says, that's what I thought, NiCO. Highly suspicious. Going up in flames like that. Yeah. First thing, only one thing comes to mind. So the digital banking equals fallen angel equals tribulation, 846. The forbidden fruit equals 1104, or the 1104. So now we can add in the forbidden fruit. God's great flood is 888 and 474 and 1122. But Trump is the Antichrist, 1122. Fallen angel, 474. Donald J. Trump, 888. The biblical great flood is 1116 and 2 ciphers. The biblical great flood is 918. Genesis great flood is 1086. Nimrod equals the fallen angel, beast system, and the month August, 534. The beast birthing ritual equals that 1116 again, equals 1018. Truth is 522. Noah's Ark is 522. We are going to have an AI government, 1086. And with that AI government comes an AI God, 1086, which is AI Satan, 744. If you have a chatbot, AI chatbot is 474, fallen angel. The Antichrist birthing ritual equals 322. Digital transformation equals 322. The month April equals 474. Digital passport equals mark of beast 1116. United Nations 1116. Digital passport is also 744. AI Satan is 744. AI government 1086 with an AI God 1086. The beast system is 1086. So AI God is 1086, beast system. The Satan Society 1086. AI government, get ready. It's over for human ruled nations. It's going to be an AI government and an AI God, AI Satan, AI chatbot, digital passports. Just like the digital passport here in Vietnam, just like the Brit card in the UK and the Brit card wallet. So Vietnam has introduced the Electronic Identification System, EID, accessible via the VNeID app for citizens and foreigners with temporary resident cards since July 1st, 2025. So the system requires in-person level 2 verification, including biometrics, to link personal identity information to the digital platform. This allows users to access various digital services such as health insurance, driving licenses, banking, and government procedures, and serves as official digital identification. Oh my God. Oh my God, my childhood's flashing before my eyes. All the sci-fi movies like Total Recall and Terminator. This is insane. Health insurance, digital health insurance. Wow, this is getting crazy. I told you this would happen. So an electronic identity for individuals registered through the VNeID app to verify and manage digital identities. A central app developed by Vietnam's Ministry of Public Security for managing digital administrative tasks and official identification. So how to get a digital ID. Obtain a verified SIM card. Ensure your phone number is linked to your passport and name with a national carrier like Vitel or Mobifone. Visit an immigration office or provincial police office for in-person verification. Oh my goodness. Undergo a photo taking process and have your fingerprints and facial biometrics captured for level 2 verification. So basically, you're a criminal. When you get arrested and charged for a crime, you have to go to the provincial police office for pictures, fingerprints, facial biometrics. Now this is being forced on the whole world. Slaves, criminals. Look at how they are treating the people of Vietnam. Look how they'll be doing and treating the people of the UK. The protests were weak. It's laughable. Absolute laughable. So you will have to go. So this is how you get your digital ID. Basically get arrested. You understand? Show up at the police office station. Get your pictures and fingerprints taken. Absolutely insane. This is so gross. How does anyone not see this is what it is? Do Brits know that this is the literal mark of the beast? This is stage 1 or stage 2 or stage 3. There's going to be many stages, but yeah, compliance will unlock the next stage of mark of the beast for sure. Once this is worldwide and accepted, boom, guess what's coming next? So perhaps because of the Exodus, when God struck them, so Satan is still using that oppression spirit from there. Question, please. So on Tuesday, the 4th of November, 1260 is when Trump says he is king of the world, i.e. the Antichrist. No, that's a date. 11/4, it just lands on that date. I'm not saying anything's going to happen that we will be aware of, but I'm pretty certain that behind closed doors, underground military bases, they'll be doing some form of ritual. There could be a false flag. I can say that. I believe there is some kind of municipal elections going on, but it's not really that big of a deal in the States. Well, we still got a whole month to figure this out, so I don't want to say too much. But as you can see, every day, every night, it's compiling. I'm organizing it all to get the full truth and have it revealed to us. So the more you follow on and share it out, the easier it is so other people can jump in and help decode this with all the work we've laid out right here. That's interesting, Sarah, because the Aleister Crowley ritual was done with a demon he was in contact with in Egypt on April 8th, where he got the Moonchild ritual. Wow. Yeah, we did cover that. I'm going to have to go back to all those decodes and double, triple check them to see how they connect to this digital system, the beast system, and the mark of the beast. Yeah, you're welcome, Sarah. Don't forget the deep fake AI videos that show you committing a criminal act that results in your arrest. Yeah, AI is going to be up to no good for sure. That's pretty terrifying. So yeah, digital ID is insane. It's basically, you see how to get it, right? So again, Vietnam is saying how you get digital ID is the same process and ingredients as it is to getting arrested for a crime. But now every citizen must submit themselves to their local provincial police office and have their fingerprints and pictures taken for level 2 verification. Wow. So February, digital work. Okay, AI, Satan, digital banking, the fallen angels, digital transformation, birthing ritual equals 1260. All the Tuesdays. Look at all the bloody Tuesdays. That's how you know there's something strange going on. That's too much of a coincidence to have all these dates fall on a Tuesday. So when we go to our Mark of the Beast decode now, over here, all the dates that we stumbled upon were also Tuesday from the September 11th Twin Tower date. Yeah, can you believe what you're seeing right now, Submissive? Help me. Do you see what's going on? Like, eventually, the Carney government is going to enforce the exact same thing, just as the Trump government will. And yeah, get ready. Prepare yourselves, people. You will have to be taken, or yeah, the police will just show up at your door. Boom, boom, boom. It's the police. Open up. Hey, Submissive, help me. Come to the door. You need to report to the police station. You had 2 weeks to do so. So now there is a warrant out for your arrest, and we'll bring you in. So if you do not comply, a warrant will be out for your arrest. It will just show up digitally on the system. They'll show up at your door. Boom. You don't want to go in willingly, they'll come and take you forcefully. Right? There's no one that's not going to get away with all digital ID. No, I don't want it. They're going to come for you, right? It's here, Sarah. It's here. That's so funny. Black Belt Barrister did a video on this about being careful what you say if the police knock on your door. Yeah, they're coming. The digital system is ready. They know who's complying or not. Before they show up at your door, your bank account will be frozen or deleted. That's it. And you don't think the banks are all on board. We mentioned this years ago with the CBDCs. So 16 weeks from 9/11 to December 1st, 2026. So I'm saying, as you can see, we've got a handful of countries and nations that have adopted this digital system, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot more, and that news information is being censored, right? Just because we're in the Western, honestly, this Western world is bad. I believe that all the information from all these other nations are being heavily suppressed. They're hiding stuff. You're not going to see this Vietnam digital pass on the news. So Tuesday, December 1st equals 16 weeks since 9/11, and that's coming fast next year, December. Revelation 16 is to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, which is the mark of the beast. So 1404 weeks from 9/11 lands on, again, another Tuesday, August 8th, 2028. This date's way more alarming because it's the 888 or the 88, 88 or 888, whichever way you want to look at it. So I believe during this time, during December 1st and August 8th, so between this dates, which is fast approaching, which Donald Trump will be the sitting president of this timeline, right? Because he only just got into office this year. So he was reelected November 2024. So the next election will be November 2028, right? So August 8, 2028 will still be 45th, 47th president of the US, Donald Trump, with making him the Antichrist. If all of this is coming into fruition from December 1st, 26 to August 8, 28. That's a 1 year, 8 months, 7 days in between. It's also a 20-month, 1 week for 201. It's also an 88 weeks. So 88 weeks after December 1st, 26 lands you on the date 8/8/28. And no weeks, no years, no months, just days from Tuesday, December 1st to Tuesday, August 8th is 616 days. And when written out, Tuesday, December 1st equals your 1018, and Tuesday, August 8th equals 726. Antichrist and Satan falling from heaven, Luke 10:18. So 1404 is not just a random number. 1404 in biblical Strong's Greek and Hebrew equals drakon, which translates to dragon. So 1404 in Strong's Concordance equals dragon, Satan the dragon. So in a prophetic biblical sense, 1404 points directly to dragons, Satan in Greek, and idols, false gods in Hebrew concordance, right? We've done the numbers on other decodes. So the 1044 is a man's name, Gaius, or House of the Ford. We have 1656, which is mercy, 1104, which is the birth and origin. So I'll be looking more into those. Gone over that attack. There's your mark of the beast, which equals 1404. Strong's Concordance 1404 is Satan, the dragon. Genetic modification equals a mark in their right hand. 1086, the beast system, Satan's society. You'll be ruled under the digital existence. 726. Tyler James Robinson equals 1404. Mark of the beast. Unbelievable. And there's your bride of Satan, Erica L. Fransvey, bride of Satan 1260. The Antichrist, Donald Trump, equals 1404. And he's going to be the current sitting president when they enforce the mark of the beast. And the digital IDs, the Neuralink. Remember, he's tight buddies with Mr. Elon Musk. He just gave the federal government over to XAI and Grok. And once everyone has been digitally tracked and surveilled, then guess what else Elon Musk has? He has the Neuralink that's going to be put in your brain, right? So we're getting and hovering around dangerous biblical territory. The Antichrist, Donald Trump, equals 1018. Cain, the first murderer, is 1404 and 1014. These connections are absolutely insane. So we're talking about the mark of the beast, which will be human sterilization. It is at the hour of revelation this takes place. Mark of the beast, it is wireless technology. It is when Lucifer rules the earth. It is the devil prophecy for your digital revolution. Do not let them in your DNA, because that is where God is revealed in our DNA, 1404, which is why the mark of the beast equals 1404, because Satan wants to cancel out God revealed in your DNA. So once you take the mark of the beast, you're replacing it, equal match. That's why mark of the beast, then God is revealed in our DNA equals 1404. So the mark of the beast has to equal 1404 to delete God from your DNA. Digital dating equals 1404. Thomas Jacob Sanford, which equals New World Order, and number of the beast is from Burton, Michigan, which equals the Antichrist. Thomas Jacob Sanford also equaled 1104. The forbidden fruit, hell the Antichrist, say no to digital ID, slave of Satan. Digital Antichrist, the digital fallen angel. Humans deceived, the Christ Lucifer. Charlie J. Kirk equals 1254. Antichrist Trump 1254. All of what's going on is for Trump Antichrist rituals. There's your digital ID, how the Antichrist. Okay, so let's get back to make sure I covered everything. We spoke about Vietnam, AI Satan, AI God, AI government. I'm going to reorganize all of this, but I just needed to make sure I just shared it right away. digital transformation equals Brotherhood of Death, Skull and Bones 322. Yeah, the 1260 decode is absolutely insane. Absolutely. The 1104 for your 3-eye Atlas alien hologram equals 1104, which is what the United States Space Command is responsible for. It will be an alien threat, but it's going to be holographic. Hell, the Antichrist is 1104, slave of Satan, as in the days of Noah. 3rd-eye Atlas equals Antichrist, and 3-eye Atlas equals tribulation, equals Brotherhood of Death. 611. So it was 4:24 p.m. So there's your 611s: assassination, tribulation, Brotherhood of Death, United Nations, 611. Grok AI. So there's your Diella, who again in September, for your September prophecy, all your 1254s, September prophecy. Charlie J. Kirk was killed or removed off the world stage in the September prophecy on the 10th. So his name equals that. Antichrist Beast Abaddon is 1254. Antichrist Trump, 1254. Trump is also the 1656. Trump government shutdown equals Donald John Trump, President of the United States. Donald Trump is president. Donald John Trump, born female. Digital Antichrist, digital beast system, all 1656, which is the year of the Great Flood. Androgynous satanic cult. The recipe for destruction, the beginning of tribulation, the Great Tribulation is upon us. The United States of America is Babylon, and it is extinction level, 1656. Where did I put it? So it was on May 22nd, 2017, at 4:24 p.m. Trump puts his hand on the Western Wall. So 522 is blood, and birthing, birthday, birth date. 4:24 p.m. is fallen angel genetics, burn in hell, which he stated at the United Nations on September 23rd. All 424. Proto equals 424 for the company that's responsible for the incredible holograms that people still have no idea about. Spoke about the color coding initiation colors worn by Charlie Kirk there. White supremacist is 1254. Great Tribulation, 1254. There's your 192 again. Charlie Kirk Masonry, 1656. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, 1656. Turning Point USA equals 1122, which is Trump is the Antichrist, 1122. Satan crowned, 1122. Turning Point USA is 1122. Founded on the death date of Ronald Reagan, I believe. U.S. Space Command founded September 23rd, 1104. Look at all the connections and dates. It's ridiculous seeing this and going over it. It's laughable. Richard Nixon is another 1122. Alien invasion, 1122. George Washington is another 1122. JFK was also associated with the 1122. Apocalyptic event, 1122. Brotherhood of Death, 1122. Rogue AI is 611. Blood sacrifice, 611. Tribulation, 611. Blood sacrifice, 726. Antichrist, 726. Derek Chauvin, 726. Let me just skim through all of these. Beast System, Jimmy Kimmel, 1086. Rainbow Warrior, Transpocalypse. Man of Steel, tribulation. A man of steel equals 666, 1116. Homosexuality is 1122. Adolf Hitler is 1122. Karl Rittenhouse is 1122. Faked assassination equals 1122. John Wilkes Booth, 1122. John Wilkes Booth equals Tyler Robinson, 1116. More 322s. James Kirk, born 322. William Shatner, born 322. Charlie Kirk Memorial, 322. Zionist, 322. The 322 weeks from the founding date to a death date. Founding date to death date is also 6 years, 66 days. By a neck wound, 666. Podcast, 666. The world is evil equals the beast system. King Charles III has died equals 1104. So if King Charles dies on November 4th, I'm going to honestly freak out. So again, I don't call dates like that and predict those things. I just show the connections and make sure we all understand that we are seeing and witnessing the signs of the seasons. We are having Jesus reveal hidden truths to us. Joshua Malakela, false prophet, 1044. New World Order, 1044. Matthew 7:15 equals 1044. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves, also equals 1018. Antichrist revealed on the Feast of Trumpets or Rapture of a Christian. They all equal 923, which is September 23rd. I said that this date was for the Antichrist to be revealed. The rapture didn't happen. People say there was a Feast of Trumpets. They just say it, but we're witnessing the Antichrist being revealed. Antichrist revealed is 1260. 1260 weeks from 9/11 is November 4th, 2025. Another 1122. Another 522. So May 22nd, 2002. Another 22 of May, the same date that Donald Trump went to the Western Wall. Where is he at this bloody place? Right here, May 22nd, 2017, 4:24 p.m. local time, Western Wall. There's another 522. Irina died 822. We only found out about it, I think, September 8th, Virgin Mary birth date. I covered it September 10th, the day of the assassination. Okay, 1152s. Donald Trump, New World Order. Charlie Kirk, Great Tribulation. Ancient Artificial Intelligence, Charles James Kirk, September 23rd. This is what happened. This is why the world is going full on digital, because the ancient artificial intelligence has now fully returned, is up to strength. They've fully completed this complete incantation, the satanic super plot. So this is why things from September 23rd have just started changing completely, even though other countries, September 1st, Vietnam went digital, ancient artificial intelligence. January equals 1152. My 1086 weeks, July 5th, 2022, saw timestamped. First to discover this decode. Genetic modification equals 1086, which is the beast system, also equals fallen angels. The Federal Reserve equals the beast system. There's your Brit. He's this guy in England. Don't trust this Tommy Robinson. He equals the Jesuit order and the beast system. He's a phony. He's a puppet for Keir Starmer. And he's a racist. Racist Tommy Robinson equals 1254. And it was 1254 weeks that he did his racist immigration rallies in the UK. It's all by the numbers. He's a puppet. Don't fall into it. The Last Reckoning equals the beast system. The Large Hadron Collider equals the beast system. Particle colliders, the world is evil. Formula One, Back to the Future, Antifa, Tom McDonald. What a show this was. I forgive him. Tony Blair. So digital ID in the UK was announced exactly 6,666 days after Tony Blair's final day in office on June 27, 2007. Sir Tony Charles Linton Blair equals 666. So that's a lot of sixes associated with Tony Blair and digital ID. Disgusting. Turning Point UK equals 1254. Turning Point UK equals the birth date of Charlie J. Kirk. That equals 1254, born October 14th. These protests are fake. They're energy siphoning protests for the fallen angels, for the beast. Don't fall into it. Say no to digital ID equals the man of sin, the father of lies, hell, the Antichrist. Keir Rodney Starmer has a September birthday for September prophecy 1254. It's the digital ID. Here it is. There's another 225. Watch out for the 225. 522 equals blood, equals truth, equals Noah's Ark. So Keir Starmer. We did the full decode on Keir. Sir Keir Rodney Starmer equals 1656. President of the United States equals 12. Donald Trump, president equals 1656. Hold on, where are they? We need to show that. Just so you know how connected it all is. So Trump government shutdown equals 1656, right? Donald John Trump, president of the United States equals 1656. Donald Trump is president equals 1656. The Great Tribulation is upon us equals 1656. The beginning of tribulation, 1656. Digital Antichrist, digital beast system, androgynous satanic cult, all equals 1656. So why the hell does Keir Rodney Starmer also equal 1656? Sir Keir Rodney Starmer equals all of that. Take away the sir and just put Keir Rodney Starmer equals Antichrist revealed. Take away the Rodney and just leave the initial equals 1014. Alien invasion 1014. Charlie Kirk birthday 1014. Take away the middle name completely. Keir Starmer equals 522. Birthing 522. It was 522 when Trump went to friggin' Jerusalem, right? At 4:24 p.m. on May 17th. Or May 22nd, sorry. 522 in 2017. There you go. Second month, 17th day of the second month. Your 217 code. So Keir Starmer, the prime minister equals order out of chaos. With the Labour Party equals the synagogue of Satan. He's enforcing the brick card wallet. Let me see the comments. Sorry. I know Sarah's here. Dirk. Let me see. Oh, God. Yeah, we can't stop it. There's no stopping it. There's no protesting it. There's absolutely nothing. I will not comply. I don't care. They arrest me. Doesn't matter. I'll be saying Jesus is king and praying. They will know who I stand for, not their system. Could we see the guillotines coming then for non-compliance? Off with our heads? Wow. Back in 2020, I had a welfare check from the police hammering my door at 1 a.m. in the UK, scared my kids. I was preparing my kids at that time. I told them they do not take the VXX. They do not even talk to these people. If mommy and daddy are taken away, you just pray and hold on to Jesus. Hollywood people call Trump the dragon. I was literally scared for them, terrified. Yeah, preparing them ever since they know it's coming. We just don't know when. This is where I hopefully help with these decodes. Not that you need them, you can feel it, you can see the world, whether they hide it or not, right? But called Tuesday, okay. Barack Yada, popular song to Trump is because he is the one born right after the Moonchild ritual, what Aleister Crowley was doing to bring the Antichrist into the world. Yeah, Aleister Crowley was the one that pretty much figured out first contact and how to fully connect with these demon beasts in a certain way and fashion. Is completely disgusting. We'll see. Pay attention to the November 4th date then. Something is going to happen. So you're saying it could be when Washington opens up again in a digital version. Well, all the ingredients are there. He spent $500 billion 10 months ago on AI infrastructure. And trust me, they've been working around the clock. So there must be a lot of it ready. He just announced in September XAI and Grok being implemented into federal government. So yeah, of course, AI, Grok, like everything needs to be digital. So we'll look back for November 4th. Yeah, some of these videos on the Mark of the Beast and especially the 1404. So remember, Mark of the Beast equals 1404 and Strong's Concordance is Satan, the dragon. And 1404 weeks from September 11th falls on August 8th, 2028. So quickly, let me go to the 2028 decodes because now things are lining up around from years 2026 to 2028. No mention of 2027. But 2028 says the Antichrist. So the Antichrist system equals 2028 and equals the end of the United States of America equals 2028 and 1260. 2028 is also all human souls. And what's taken place? So the Mark of the Beast lines up with August 8th, 2028, and 2028 lines up with all human souls, the Antichrist system, and the end of the United States of America. So Tony Blair Institute, 900 staff, 45 countries. Their funding increased since 2021. Biggest donor, Larry Ellison, Mr. Oracle. Oracle Red Bull Racing, Larry Ellison, who was there at the White House alongside OpenAI, Sam Altman, Donald Trump, January 20th, getting that huge funding for AI infrastructure. Yeah, Tony Blair to head administration in Gaza. What a joke. Remember the Trump Gaza video back in the beginning of the year with the golden statues? Very freaky AI video. So Tommy Robinson, so Tommy Robinson, yeah, just a puppet for the system. The government loves characters like Tommy Robinson, yeah, not even his real name. There was a different name on the Brick card wallet yesterday, NiCO. I'm searching for it right now. Let's find this new name, new numbers. Brick. Is it called Brick card or Brit? Or are you just saying Brit or Brick to be funny? Hold on. Brick card wallet. Brit. Okay, I'm looking at the images now. I'm just trying to see. Still have James Williams, May 22nd, James Williams. Oh, what is this? Brick card. We got Clark Johnson. Is that real? No, that's someone just made that up. Okay, I'm not seeing a new name yet, but I'll check later. Yeah, Brick card. There you go. So Rupert Lowe equals 918. Where's the 918s? Like James Vowles, like Tommy Robinson's real name, Stephen Yaxley Lennon, Rupert Lowe. So all these Brits, all part of the September prophecy, all equaling the same. The 918. What else was 918? Give me a sec. Let me just check my decodes on the phone here. 918. So we have AI chatbot, AI God, AI leader, AI government, the forbidden fruit. Oh, biblical great flood is 918. Okay, biblical great flood equals 918. Might have shown that in the beginning. So yeah, that was a new one I added. So we got the AI minister, this AI generated beast here, Diella. Galactic Federation, Miss Arizona, Erica Kirk, or Erica L. Fransbay, right? Bride of Satan. Charlie James Kirk equals 918. Prove Me Wrong, Rupert Lowe. Even Margaret Thatcher equaled 918, right? So that's why Rupert Lowe equals 918. He's got the Halloween birthday. So Rupert Lowe was born on the satanic holiday, the Church of Satan's most favorite day of the year, October 31st, Halloween. Say no to digital ID equals hell the Antichrist. He's got the middle name James. Lots of James connections because James equals Antichrist, which is why all these people named James, middle name James, first name James, last name James, LeBron James, right? You see? Carlos Sainz, 1116. There's your 522s like Keir Starmer. Birthday, birthing, truth, Noah's Ark, 522. The expiry date on the Brick card wallet, Max Verstappen, 1666 equals beast system equals New World Order. So Max Verstappen, hold on, the beast system is 1666. How come I don't have it up here? Equals the New World Order and the beast system. That's crazy. Yeah, so the beast system is 1666. And the New World Order is 1044. But the beast system is also 1666. And New World Order is 1044. You see that? And Charlie Kirk's birth date to death date or memorial date was 1666 weeks, I believe, or something. There's that 1666. So when you see 1666, that's the beast system. And I believe, what's his name? Mr. Gravity, Isaac Newton discovered gravity or pretended to discover gravity because gravity doesn't exist. And that was the year 1666. So where's the Charlie Kirk 1666? There we go. So from Thursday, October 14th to Sunday, September 21st, birth to burial, 1666 weeks. Beast system is 1666. Max Verstappen, 1666. And remember, Max Verstappen won the race on that day, 9/21. It was the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Insane. What's the 744s? Also associated with Formula One, Charles Leclerc's throat chakra, the 6 red flags. Even Nicolas Cage is tied in with that 1104. His father also, August Coppola, is 1104. August. Now this is getting creepy now because look, August is when the 8th month, the 8th day, 2028. So remember, Nicolas Cage's dad is named August. Now that, I'm pretty sure, means something. So there's the 1104s, and Nicolas Cage was in the Snake Eyes movie, which equals 1260. The director was born on September 11th. That equals 1260. It was about Charles Kirkland, pretty much Charlie Kirk. October 14th equals 1260, gang violence. Atlantic City, Brotherhood of Death, 1122s. Order Out of Chaos, 1098, gender invert, my lucky number. Okay, we're done with all of that. What was this? That was the comment, September 10th. Remember, the music video with Erica Kirk and Tyler. This comment was posted on September 10th. It equals 2205, the exact same expiry date on the Brick card wallet, 2205. So lots of 522s or 225s. Wedding Chapel 666, Satan's Bride Erica Kirk 666. Okay, Eddie Rama equals 522. Eddie K. Rama equals 522. 33rd Prime Minister, September 11th, assumed office, 33. I know for those that love the 33 connections, there's your 33. Jump all over it. 33. Charles James Kirk equals Make America Great Again. The developers of Diala AI actually equals 522. Huh. Diala AI equals 978, which is Satan's religion, 978. Barack Hussein Obama, Satan's religion. Okay, I think that's about it. I think that's it for the update today. Let me just see. Just make sure you guys have liked the video. Just want to see the numbers quickly. Nothing's making sense, but it's got to be 90% haters and agents watching and 10% normal people. Wait, was that even on the stage? When did I take that down? Keir Starmer, August Coppola. Okay, you guys did see all of that. So how can we help get this information out there? Thank you, Sarah. I just need help sharing it now. Okay, not bad. It says 29. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. Please like, share, comment on the video. Sharing is pretty important. Share it to Twitter, share it to TikTok. You've seen the Antichrist decodes, the Mark of the Beast decodes. Yeah, you won't see it like this anywhere else. So I appreciate you all being here this afternoon. So I'll see you all soon.